Good morning or
Hiya.
or good afternoon.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah,
Thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
that's all right. Thank you for taking time to interview us.
Oh, you're welcome. Um, we'll just jump straight in. How would you introduce the band to someone who's never heard of Grack? Sorry, Grack Mack and the Pack.
How would I introduce the band? Probably what, as in like genre wise, or like
I don't know. It's
that.
just when people are like, "Oh, you're in a band," and you're like, like, what do you play? What kind of music? What do you
Okay,
sound
yeah.
like?
It's like indie folk pop with a bit of dream pop with a bit of It's like it comes from like folk stems, but then like builds into like indie sort of pop vibes. But yeah, something it's quite upbeat, but with sort of nostalgic, melancholy elements. Yeah, that's probably what I'd say.
How would you describe the band in 5 words?
5 words. Um. Oh gosh. Uh. Nostalgic, upbeat. Um. Oh, hey, Will.
Hey, you're right.
Yeah. How would you describe the band in 5 words?
Hello.
Hello, sorry.
Yeah, so I just froze there, I think.
It's nice
Hi,
to meet you.
I'm
Sorry, I
Will.
didn't know you were
I
joining.
play bass
I would
in...
have waited.
Oh,
How
right.
would you describe the band in 5 words, Will?
Really, 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 really
Shut up.
cool. Relatable down to use up quite a lot there. Funny
Funny.
as people, I think.
Okay. Whatever.
You're like, that's the census. How did you guys join? Like, how did you guys come together as a band?
Well, it started with Grace, really, didn't it?
Yeah. I think I was like playing at an open mic, and our old drummer sort of like said he wanted to play for me, and I was like, oh yeah, that would be really cool. Then we booked a rehearsal, and he brought Will along, and then it just started from there. And then yeah, so we're all in uni together. So yeah, sort of just stemmed from uni.
Oh, that's awesome. So your debut single, Mundane Sundays. You have to forgive me. It's really early here. Your debut single, Mundane Sunday, was released at the beginning of the year, and now you're getting ready to follow up with Dungarees. Do you feel like you're pros at releasing new music now?
I'm not sure we're pros. It's always
Definitely not.
definitely not pros. No. Yeah, we're really happy with Mundane Sundays. Yeah, it's a good feeling, isn't it? Working on something like you almost kind of forget because you record it, so long ago, and obviously it's becomes this thing, you're kind of playing it in rehearsal all the time, and it's releasing. It's like, whoa, that's cool. It kind of takes on a new thing as well.
What's the hardest part about releasing music?
Probably like the pressure that comes alongside a release doing well. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of pressure and comparison of like and expectations from other people. But yeah, that's more in my head than actually being put on us. There's not very many expectations from us. We just enjoy doing it. But yeah.
That was going to be my next question. What pressures do you put on yourself?
I mean, I hate to look at numbers, but it is a reoccurring thing that, like, every time, like 5 p.m. every day, Spotify for artists updates, and I just always like go to check it, and it's so annoying. I'm like, I don't want to look at it, but I always end up doing so. And it's not as much the numbers that matters, it's the people that actually care and are engaged, I think, is definitely the bit that matters.
I'm glad I don't have the login for that.
Yeah.
That's definitely the time. But yeah.
I know,
It's all on you, Grace.
yes.
Yeah. Grace could deal with that.
That's my own fault for not giving them the login and the responsibility.
How do you, like, the fans that are engaged, how have you found yourself engaging with them?
We are like a very new band. Like, we've only started releasing, so to be honest, like, I wouldn't necessarily say that we actually have, like, I mean, I don't know, apart from the people that we know directly and the people that come to our gigs.
Largely like our mates.
Yeah, and then also, I guess gigs is a way we engage with people, because we really enjoy gigging, and it's something we've been, as a band, gigging for like over a year now, so it's nice to finally have music out. It took us quite
nice to have someone come up to you after you play and say, "Oh, that was cool." So yeah, I suppose that's sort of, it's one of the main ones we engage with people. Just like Instagram DMs as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there a difference in feelings from releasing your first single to your second single? Like, did you put more pressure on yourself during your first single, and now you're just like, okay, I know what that feels like. This is a different kind of pressure?
I'm
Or
sort
different?
of, I'm more.
I think he froze.
It's frozen, Will. Hello?
Pardon? I think
You're breaking up. Okay.
Have you got any?
Are you back?
I think so. Yeah, you take this one.
Yeah,
Grace.
you're back.
You're back. Oh, maybe not. What was the question again?
I was like, is there a difference in how you feel on releasing your second single from your first single?
Yeah, I feel that this one's a lot less scary and a lot less intense. I think I was very worried about the first one, but also after it's really not that big a deal, especially when you're used to, like, the only thing that I was worried about is people not liking it or not thinking it was good enough. But I think the fact that we like it and we are happy enough with it to put it out, then it doesn't really matter what everything else. And the only feedback we got from it was good, which has made me more relieved. And also we got like constructive feedback as well, so I feel like we've been able to use that for like this, for releasing Dungarees. And I think that, like, especially on like the mix and stuff, we were able to sort of like take on feedback from our last single and put it towards this one. So I feel definitely more confident in this one, and excited for it as well, because there's less nerves and stress and things.
So tell us about the new single Dungarees, which comes out today in Australia, which is tomorrow for you guys.
Yeah, I actually wrote the song about 4 years ago, and sorry if you can hear my flatmates singing in the background, they're being really loud. Yes, I wrote it about 4 years ago. I wrote it because it was actually lockdown at the time, and there was like a pair of dungarees like hanging up in my room, and I never used to wear them. And I based it around like non-school uniform days, and they always used to scare me because I wanted to wear things, and I thought, oh no, I just need to wear what everyone else is wearing to like people please and to avoid like people making fun of what I was wearing. And I don't know, I found dungarees being one of them. Like it was very like, I don't know, non-school uniform days, I just used to dread them. And then I saw the dungarees hanging up, and I was like, oh lol, I'll just write a song about dungarees. And then it sort of turned into like an empowerment kind of thing, like I don't really care, I'm gonna wear what I want, and like being carefree sort of.
All the time.
Pardon?
Now you wear dungarees all the time.
Yeah, I wear them like every day.
Every single day you wear them.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's sort of like a self-growth kind of thing, because I left it there for a while, and then the band really helped me to life again, kind of, which is really cool and really nice that they were able to like bring a new perspective on it, because I was very bored of the song, and now I really enjoy playing it. Like I went through a period where I was just like, oh, I don't want to play this. But yeah, I don't know. Will, what do you think?
Yeah, I can't speak on the lyrics obviously, but it's one of the most fun ones to play when we do it live. I think I ripped off an Oasis song, not an Oasis song, a Blur song for a bit of the bass line, but no one's gonna notice that.
Well, now you've said
Now
it.
they will.
It's quite similar to Girls and Boys by Blur.
Excellent choice, by the way.
Yeah, that chromatic stuff. So that, that's out there.
What do you hope fans take away from the song?
Just like wear what you want, don't care what other people think, and like it's very like spring vibes, so I feel like it's very suited to the month and to the time of year. So I just want people to enjoy it and dance around to it and have fun, because it's really like springy. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
Very springy, right?
Yeah.
Extremely springy.
It's a bounce in the step. It's a pep in the step. That's good. What's the writing process or the creative process for you guys? Does the music come first? Do the lyrics come first? Do you collaborate?
It's kind of your lyrics and chords first, isn't it?
Yeah, it's usually I've written a song at home and then I take it to the band, and then sometimes it changes completely. Sometimes it like just sort of like adds another level, but it's always beneficial after it always makes a big difference to the song when I take it to the band. And then like me and Will have written. Pardon?
You're the like sponge of the cake, and then we're like jam and cream and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm cream, and then Menashe is jam.
Yeah, to be fair, I agree.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just like, yeah, that's basically just how we just sort of build on it, starting off with me usually, but me and Will have written a song together, and I think going forward we're going to try and do stuff more collaboratively, because I'm running out of chords to use, and
There's only so many chords.
There's only so many chords.
Everything I write is just E, so
I think that was the Ed Sheeran bit for when he was being sued. There, he was like, a chord is a chord. You can't trademark a chord.
Yeah, literally.
What was the recording process like for the song?
I can't even remember now.
I know. I'm trying to think when it was. I think it was probably
quite quick, didn't it?
Yeah, we actually did some of the. I think we did it in Hugh's living room. Like
No,
I
it
did
just-
my bits in Hugh's living room, and there
Tiny
was
little.
there was like a really small dog there, and we had to keep the dog quiet.
Mm.
It was very fun. We were like, all of our recording we've done with a friend. He's called Hugh. He's very good, and we've sort of switched around. We've hired studios at uni, and then also done some in my bedroom here and in his lounge, which is tiny with a dog. But yeah, it's been the recording process is always very fun. We track them instead of doing it live, and then after we've tracked all the like basic everything that we've written, then like Will usually adds extra stuff to make it.
This one's quite light on my extra stuff though, I think.
Oh yeah.
Monday Sundays I went in and was like, okay, little sprinkle. I think this one I was like, okay, right, we're just gonna keep it stripped back. It's kind of just the band.
It's very like drums and bass driven.
Not
It's like
drum
very
and bass.
like it's like very groovy.
Very groovy.
And like staccato, like very like
So Will, what's this extras that you add into songs? That
Whatever they'll let me get away with, really. Like a little like reverby guitar part, little ambient stuff. So that was a lot more on Mundane Sundays. Lap steel guitar, like a slide guitar sort of sound. Yeah, that was a lot more on the first single. I was just like, right, got some time in the studio, let's just mess about. But then this one, yeah, it's more simple, just that bass and drum groove, a little bit of percussion.
Oh
Awesome.
yeah, we added like percussion as well, like tambourines and stuff, which was very fun.
That was a fun day in the studio.
who's going to play
Percussion
that
day.
live?
Good question.
We're gonna hire a 15-piece percussion orchestra.
Are there ever songs that you record and then you realize that as you go to play them live, you're like, damn, I'm not going to be able to play that live the way it sounds on like record? How do you change or alter? Or vice versa, since you played most of them live and then you're just now recording.
Yeah, I mean,
We do. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, like, even like yesterday in rehearsal, we were trying to make Mundane Sundays sound like it did on the recording, and Will did this thing on guitar, and I was like, yeah, that sounds so much more like the song now than it did. Like, you can tell straight away it's that song just from that beginning bit of like the volume swells, compared to like if we weren't to have it and it was just me playing guitar. It just adds so much more, and it's just something a bit different. But I think it's something we'll definitely explore. We haven't recorded loads. We've only recorded like 3 songs so far, and we want to keep recording. But it's really fun to add on different bits to recordings and then try and work out how to do it live.
We change the arrangements of the songs live quite often. So the version of Dungarees that's coming out is actually a little bit different to how we usually play it live, which I think is quite cool. You know, even like just for our own sake, it just keeps it interesting because, you know, we like play all these songs like all the time. So yeah, it's cool to have like the official live version of it, and then official studio version, and then yeah, every time you see us play, it'll be slightly different.
Yeah, we just like mess around with it and just change the rhythms sometimes, like offbeat or like I don't know.
Stuff, yeah,
Lots of offbeat, lots of halftime thrown in
yeah.
places just to, yeah.
Well, you said you've only recorded 3 songs. How do you see your sound evolving as you grow, or the longer that you're together?
Grace has been getting really into like Swedish death metal recently.
Oh, shut up.
So I kind of see us going maybe in that direction.
That is not true.
You're like determined death metal.
I think we could possibly add some more electronics, not like not electronic, but just like to like Claro vibes, like just like layers and like I don't know. Will's got a really cool new pedal that makes like synth noises and like can do like the brass section or something like on it.
Yeah. Lots of
Which
little
is
things. I want to get like a little synth or something, a little keyboard. I think just lots of
just some
'cause
extra bits to make it
if
more
I can
interesting.
be like all right at like a lot of little weird instruments instead of being good at one, then I think that's cool.
You're still young. You've got time. Who are your influences?
I think we all have very like different influences. I mean, mine is like a range of like I don't know. Gosh, I can't think. Like Fleetwood Mac, then like Claro, Adriana Lenka, Big Thief, but then also like Slow Dive and like some shoegazy bands as well. But yeah, we've all got very different influences. Like Will.
I was in like a blues rock band when I started playing in Grack Mack. So quite a lot of the early songs that we did, the bass lines, you know, they're quite melodic and kind of high at the neck, quite busy parts. And I think maybe as we've gone on, like I've sort of taken more influence from like kind of indie, like the same stuff that sort of Grace is taken from, but obviously from a bass player's perspective, keeping it groovier.
As a relatively young band or a new band, how do you attract fans?
I mean, I don't know if we've got any like fans. I don't know. I think
my dad is probably our biggest fan.
yeah.
So we've got
Will's
him.
dad, like yeah, just probably Will's dad, to be honest.
So he's your street team.
Yeah, he's a hype man.
He's our roadie.
Shout out Alex Murphy.
In a viral world, how important is social media to you guys?
I hate social media, but it's really important in the music world. So I try my best to basically contribute to social media, and to try and promote us on it as well, because I know how important it is and how many people like are involved, and you can create basically such a big thing from one post on social media. But I hate how pressured it is, and I just think it would just be so cool if people just found you from listening to a radio and then bought your vinyl. And I don't know, it just seemed a lot simpler back then.
Back in the day.
I came from back in the day. I agree with you on that. Like, people were like, "Have you heard this song?" I'm like, "Is it a TikTok song?" No, I haven't.
It's all content, you know, with content every single day.
Yeah, I know. It's so frustrating, because it's like, oh, we could be spending actual quality time together, but actually smile because we're going to take a picture, because it's like, it's just so stupid, but it's really important, I guess.
So what can fans expect from your live shows who haven't seen you yet?
Shredding, mayhem, carnage.
It's very not quite. It's very fun. It's very we all joke with each other on stage, and it's a laugh, and like most of the people that come to our shows do know all the words and sing along, and it's really fun.
I think someone said it was like coming to one of our shows was like seeing a comedy set like at the same time as a gig.
Someone said that, and
Well,
someone
maybe
also said
a
that
com-
like someone also said it's like watching a family, which is really sweet.
that was sweet. Yeah.
But yeah, it is very like brother sister.
And we all hate each other, so there's lots of like
Yeah. But
How does
yeah,
it feel
it's
to
really
see? How does it feel to see a new face in the crowd, someone that you don't know, singing along to your music?
I mean, that's never happened, but I would be so
I
excited.
think it has for me. It's probably like a mate of yours that I don't know, but you know, it's like okay, nice.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed people come that I don't know who they are, and that makes me really excited, whether they're singing along or just they're watching. If someone is there watching and doesn't leave after 30 seconds, then like I'm so excited. Like I don't know. It's nice to see that people engage, because like especially at a live show, like it's quite hard to get people to stay in the room, because also if you're supporting someone or like there's other people supporting you, then like people might just be coming to watch them and they've gone for a ciggy outside or something. Like it's hard to keep people in the room, but when we do it, that means like quite a lot, I feel. Yeah.
So what's in store for 2024?
Question.
Yeah, so
I think it's gonna be the year of the pack. That's what I've been calling it. 2024, year of the pack. Singles, gigs, tours, perhaps. Who knows?
yeah, there is word about a, a tour in September, maybe.
I see
More
both of your
merchandise.
faces light up when you say that.
Yeah, we've just got merch.
Got
I think
merch.
Will's
It's
wearing
mad.
it now. Will's wearing
Yeah,
it now.
yeah.
Is it?
That.
How do fans get the merch? Is it only available at live shows?
At live shows, yeah. At the moment, anyways. Yeah. But we've got very limited merch, so we've got a headline next Friday, the 22nd, and we're going to be selling it at that, which I'm very excited for. But yeah, I think this year, I think we're just going to keep trying to release singles, lead up to an EP, and then hopefully go on a tour at some point this year, just around the UK. But I mean, if anywhere else wants to take us, and
Pyramid stage at some point.
yeah,
Glastonbury.
Pyramid Stage, Glastonbury, yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's awesome. So we always ask the same three questions to everybody. What artist or band do you feel is most underrated and why?
Oh. Hmm. I
What
was thinking about this the other day. I think fuck. It's a very good question. Emmett Rhodes, I think. He was like a 60s and 70s songwriter. It was called the One Man Beatles because he like recorded everything in his like little home studio. All the songwriting, really good, like vocal harmonies, like just like with himself. Yeah, very cool Beatlesy sort of pop songs that this one dude just did.
Do you have one, Grace?
I'd say, I mean, they are very big, but there's surprisingly a lot of people that don't know Big Thief, and I think they're like one of my favorite bands, and they are like amazing. I guess they're not underrated at all, but there's a lot of people who don't know them that should. They should.
To go with you, like I know the name. I don't think I could pick out a song.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I didn't know Big Thief until I met you, Grace.
yeah. Well,
I probably maybe heard the name.
yeah. So
Yeah, and now
probably Big Thief.
Next question is what artist or band would you like to collaborate with and why?
Ringo Starr, I think. I'm only half joking. Like, he is a fantastic drummer, and I think he'd just be a lovely guy. And even if he's just saying like peace and love on the next Grack Mack single, that'd be cool. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing, Grace?
I'm not. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know. Probably like. Oh my god, I sound like such a fangirl, but like, if I got to collaborate with Adriana Lenka, I would literally like cry. That would be my dream. But yeah.
Just gotta put that energy out in the universe.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
To make sure she sees this.
Yeah, I am going to a gig next month, so
Nice.
I'll wear a Grack Mack.
I think you should start putting those social media posts out now.
Yeah.
Let's collaborate. Our last question is, who would you like to tour with and why?
Ooh, probably like Nivella or Holly Humberstone, because I feel like people that like their music might like ours. And also like Holly Humberstone was one of my first people that I saw live that was like, I want to do that kind of thing. Yeah, felt very relatable.
How about you, Will?
That's a good question. Maybe the Rolling Stones, but in the 70s when they were cool, not now. When they were like, rock and roll, man. Yeah, I don't know. Whoever's got the nicest tour bus.
I think you have to pay for the tour bus.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Chris Martin from Coldplay would let me go on his tour bus.
We are not touring with Coldplay.
We're much better than Coldplay, so it wouldn't really make sense.
You're gonna be bigger than Coldplay. I like that goal. That is all I have for you guys.